So Chiron, what does it mean? It's things that we need to heal in our lives. It's wounding, healing, and wisdom through the pain and the teachings that we learn through the pains. And where it is natally in your chart is just a place to work on throughout life, place to heal, aspect of your life to heal. And through those healings, you gain experience and wisdom, work through them, and just evolve higher, learn the wisdom. In the general transits, it continuously moves. And on June 19th, it is moving into the sign of Taurus. It's been in Aries for the past 8 years. It's been working on ourselves, the individual, because that's Aries. Who am I? What's my place in this world? How am I individual? Healing all those aspects. Moving into Taurus, it's more about the values, not just the money or possessions, but it's about your self-worth. Am I worth it? Am I worthy? What is my worth? Do I value my worth? How do I value my own personal self? And for some, this can be very difficult because sometimes it's something that we don't usually look at so much or focus on so much because we get very busy with things just in life in general. But this next 8 years is going to be this global focus, mass conscious focus of it, and the macro and the micro focus on these areas. And it will appear in different ways. Geopolitics, there could be this underlining tone of the value of people in society, the value of even finances, or even the value of currencies. Is a currency inflated too much where there is no value in it? But aside from that, on a more of a personal level, it's how am I valuable? How do I relate to my value? And do I have worth in my value? And this goes along also with money insecurities. And it's not just about money, but it's if you don't value yourself, then a lot of times we don't have, what's that word I'm looking for? Confidence in ourselves. Confidence to say, this is my work. This in my work is valuable, or what I have to offer to the world is value, and to show it, to put yourself out there. So this is something I feel that could help a lot of people, including myself, just to find the value of yourself. Now, the house that it's in your chart will also dictate what area of life it is pointing towards. For example, if Taurus is in your 11th house, then that would be, what is your value towards friendships, your networks? Do you feel like you have enough value in them? Or do you feel worthy enough to be in those networks and friendships and relationships? Not so much partnerships and relationships, but the networks. Are your dreams valuable? Do you have value in them? Do you feel that you are enough to accomplish those dreams that you have? And are the networks of people that you're surrounding yourself with, are they valuable to you? Are they helping or hurting or hindering you within what you're trying to achieve? Actually, let me go through the houses here. In the first house, it's the self. How do I value myself? Am I valuable? All those keywords there. The second house is actually the values, finances, money. Is my work valuable? Do I find value in the work that I do? Self-worth is, do I have self-worth in what I am doing? Am I secure? Feeling insecure about your securities, not having enough wealth and enough finances. The third house is your communication. Is what I'm saying valuable? Do people even listen to what I'm saying? Or am I just blabbering jibber jabber nothingness? Am I not contributing to anything? Or is the words that I'm saying valuable to myself? And I have to have confidence in that to have people hear me, using your voice to be heard. The fourth house is the home, one of the most bottom parts of the chart, the most private parts of our lives. Do I find value in that? in my security, in my comforts, in my home, even in family? Do I feel that I am being supported through my family? Do they find me valuable, or do I find them valuable? Family is family. So sometimes there are conflicts that we have with them, and it's to look at, are those worth it? And is your family bringing you value, the love, the support, and is that valuable to you? Or is on the opposite, where they don't support you, you're like the black sheep of the family, and a toxic situation is obviously not valuable to you, creating instability, insecurities. Fifth house is our creativity. It also does have to do with relationships. Is this person I am in a relationship valuable to me? Are they bringing me down? Are they lifting me up? Do I find value in myself enough to be with someone who is this great person, but yet I am not feeling confident in myself, and therefore taking away the value of the relationship? I mean, it's also your creativity, where you taking a gamble on something. Do I have confidence to take a gamble on something in my life where it could change my life exponentially? But if you don't have that confidence in the self, feeling like you're valuable enough, then you obviously won't take that step. So this is something that would be having to be worked on. Sixth house is your work, your health, your daily routines. Having health issues is something to look at. Now, some health issues stem from other areas of life, but maybe you're, let me back that up. Maybe you're not eating correctly. Maybe you're not exercising. Maybe you're not taking care of yourself because you don't find value in your own self. And that's something greatly to look at, because our health is so super important that when we're not healthy, life is challenging. And taking a look at how you value yourself. Am I enough and worth it to actually take the health, positive health things in order to better myself, to continue the value of myself in this world? I am valuable, so I should be eating healthier, or maybe exercising, or eating a certain way because maybe you're lactose, so you shouldn't be drinking that milk. There's value in your health. Seventh house is the relationships. Could also be, it's relationships, partnerships. And this could be business. This could be personal love. And that would be the value. What value do you bring to those partnerships, relationships? Again, business, personal, professional. And do you value yourself in them? Because if you don't, and you hold yourself back, then perhaps you're not allowing yourself to advance with these partnerships, or you're attracting partnerships and people that are negatively affecting you and lowering that self-esteem. Eighth house is the hidden aspects of our lives. It is the deep psychology, but it's also the shared resources. Second house is the values, my values, even my money. Your, it could be money that you earn, but eighth house is the shared resources, the shared values, investments, inheritances. So this is the value in that. Am I valuable enough to invest with others, or even to gain wealth, to grow wealth, to invest into something? Or on the other side of that is, am I valuable enough for people to invest into me, to grow wealth? Do people see something in me that allows me to grow my resources through other people? Ninth house is the learning. My philosophies, your philosophies, higher learning, maybe, and also foreign travels. Do you value your mind? Do you feel like you are just can't learn, that you're not smart enough, whatever the cases may be. It's value in learning to help you to achieve, to better yourself, to take yourself to the next level, but believing that what you're looking into is actually valuable to you, and that you actually can achieve those, whatever you're looking to achieve, to maybe make it to the next level. And that also helps into the 10th house of your career, or even where your midhaven is. 10th house, career, your job. What do I do? Is it valuable to me? Do I find value in this? Am I burnt out in this? Is it something that I should be changing? Am I being put down in this position or whatever I'm doing? Is it actually fulfilling my dreams and being valuable to my own personal self? If not, those are very good questions to ask. And that is definitely something to look at, to see is if it's something that is not, you don't feel valued in that area, you feel taken advantage of in that area, it's time to rethink. How can I change this? What do I value about myself that I want to share with the rest of the world? Am I doing that? Or in the position that I'm in, am I putting myself down? Am I allowing others to put myself down? And what is the value that I have? And the belief that you can achieve and help wherever you are at grow, or even your own business. Do I find value in myself to actually grow my own business? Being confident to stand out, to make yourself in the spotlight. 12th house is the mind, the psychological parts of ourselves, the imagination, beliefs, true beliefs, subconscious beliefs about ourselves, the parts that we don't, that are hidden. And this one could be almost difficult to the point where we might even not realize that we don't value ourselves. Telling ourselves these stories, saying these things in our heads to ourselves, not even realizing that we are actually even putting ourselves down. It's digging deeper into the unconscious, the mind, to understand what are these patterns that I have in my life that I am constantly doing. Why are these same problems coming up for me? What is wrong? What is going on? What am I not valuing? What stories am I telling myself in my head? That's, I feel, is something that requires a lot of conscious effort to look into that, because that is something that might not even be so apparent, because it's hidden. It's in the unconscious, or it's in your conscious, but it's just not something that's so in the physical world. But this is more of the unconscious. The dreams that we have, focus on those. Pay attention to those. Are they having these reoccurring nightmares? What are these nightmares signaling? What are we thinking throughout the day that we're not even realizing that is putting us down? Something definitely to work on. Inner child healing work could be something that could be very valuable here. Even hypnosis, trying to get to the bottom of why we're thinking some of these things. But dreams, maybe your intuition, listening to that, because that is very valuable. Now, something very interesting about Chiron going into Taurus happens on June the 19th. But there's some other things happening around here that is, I feel, really helping to break us out of these comfortable zones that we're in. These bad habits, I want to say. Because you can be comfortable with something that you're doing that is not very good, but you're just comfortable because you're doing it, and you just sometimes don't even realize that you're doing something that's not good for you. So on this day, Lilith is out of bounds. Lilith is where we want to be rebellious. We want to break free, exploring the parts of life that are not talked about, the unknown. This is out of bounds during this time, so it's helping us to break free from the limitations, exploring the darker parts of ourselves to help us to break free, break out of these stuck patterns that we might be in, or that are coming up to the surface. The next day, June the 20th, Uranus will be moving into, Uranus will be squaring the North Node. This, while it is a sudden change in life, a sudden awakening, sudden breakthrough. Uranus suddenly changes things on a drop of a dime. Redirection. It could even be rebellion, innovation. But this happening the day afterwards as Chiron enters into Taurus, it is helping to push us out of that comfort zone, helping us to move past that resistance, showing things in our face, what we maybe have not seen or realized. North Node is the direction of life. The direction of life we should be striving towards. So this could be changing the direction, literally the direction, the communication, the direction we have with ourselves, a breakthrough. And while this can be turbulent at times, because again, it happens and it just changes things, something on the drop of a dime, no going back, this will help us to really break out of those challenging habits that we have or things that we don't want to admit and see about ourselves. Chiron going into Taurus is an earth sign. It is stubborn. It is stubborn. It doesn't want to change the things that we're comfortable with. But Uranus and Gemini, squaring this North Node in Pisces, it is catapulting us to look at those things that maybe we're not aware of or didn't want to look at, helping us to work through or start to work through those things that we need to heal, the values of ourselves. And again, it could be uncomfortable, because Uranus sometimes is not comfortable, but it is showing that there's growth comes from embracing the certainty rather than resisting it. So whatever is changing rather quickly, some situation that happens and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this, there's like no going back to what it used to be. Go with it, because resisting it will continue. The universe will continue to push you towards that edge of that cliff until you take that leap of faith. This whole year, I feel, has been in, there's so many energies that have been changing. Planets have been changing signs. There's some big things coming up in July with these outer transits. Saturn, Neptune conjunct in Aries at 0 degrees in February. There's just, and the North Node is changing into Aquarius. So many changes happening, planets changing signs. It's like throughout this whole year, we're being asked to adapt to these changes. And I feel like this is just another layer that is building on top of it. Now it's like, okay, we dealt with the self, who we are, but now it's time to look at the values, the next step in the process of evolution. And I feel that although it might seem scary at times, unsure, just know that you're moving in the right direction to heal part of yourself that is only going to help you and benefit you in the long run in order to, keep leveling up and, achieve your dreams, achieve what you want to achieve because of finding value in the self.